Hello, amazing, beautiful world and you, individual. Today, I would like to speak about daily practice. As you all know, to become good at something, give me a sec. To become good at something, it requires practice. It requires every day, not repetition as in the same over and over, but it requires a certain frame, a certain state or a certain atmosphere. Every day, if you wake up and you choose to set a certain atmosphere, to set a certain stage for yourself, you can start practicing. To me, what I practice every day, more or less all day, is my inner faculty for thinking, feeling, and willing. Through these three different faculties we all have as human beings, you can get to know what it is to be a human being. What influxes of impulses, what kind of inspiration you get from day to day. Maybe different experiences that the divine allows you to experience so that you can learn, grow, become more human. Down here on earth, in this earthly sphere alone, in this physical sphere, we can only find the plant, animal, mineral, and human kingdom. And in the human kingdom, we have human love. It is different from animal love. Very different. You see, through conscious and active endeavors, you can get to understand and know another human being outside of your blood ties and relations, outside of your country, outside of your culture, outside of your religion, and still accept that as a human being. Accept that being as a human being. Doesn't matter where, who, how, and what. What matters is that they are human. Whatever group they choose to identify with, they are still one human behind that group. The institutions is for the individual. Who is making this run? Do you think the institution in itself is alive by itself? No, it is a mechanical structure that requires human labor, obviously. But if we practice every day to find out what truly is important, what is human, what is loving and kind, what truly is the best for everyone, we are getting somewhere. Day by day, moment by moment, we try to find out what makes us tick, and the first place we should start is ourself. Truthfulness and honesty, especially to yourself, brings about a certain frame and foundation for your spiritual work. If you know what you have done through your whole life, accepted yourself, gone through all your memories, gone through all your pains and suffering, but also gone through all the joys and small breathers we got through, and start being honest. Always do what is right. Stay on the narrow path. No one will be able to challenge that because you know what you have done in these last times, you know? And no one can challenge that because they don't know. But you know. Which is why you shouldn't be sharing everything about yourself. Share, like I am doing now, I share what I have found out about. I share the many different helps and the many different techniques and practices that helps being a human being. And by doing so, you become more human being. We have been taught that there are so many weird things to prioritize. But everything we are taught to prioritize is what can we eat? And haven't animals been able to survive for thousands of years? And here we humans are trying to make an insane economical system out of it. Think about this. We pay to survive. Instead of actually having everyone participate individually into a certain new structure, into a certain new living embodiment of spirit. To be awake, aware, alive, and active here, conscious. You are given a whole lot of different things to go through. None of us has gone through life just on a bed of roses. Oh, no. This life is roses, yes. But there are more thorns than there are flowers around here. So the best thing to do, this is the analogy, you dance on the thorns until your feet bleeds. And when they have bled enough, they become so strong, they become so stable, steady, that you grow souls. So you can actually dance on roses with thorns and everything. And when I say dance, I do not mean being frivolous. I truly mean appreciating, enjoying, loving, and be grateful for life. Being grateful is it is one of the most important things in spiritual work. Gratitude, devotion, reverence, and a certain amazement. These are what balances out our otherwise, this life, it's so heavy. Yes, it is heavy. Which is why we should take care of what is heavy more or less immediately, so that we can operate in a more lightweight way. When I say lightweight, that means you have come to a consensus with your karma and with your past and with everything you've experienced, and you are starting to get to know yourself and others. You see, there are only a certain number of set experiences of darkness we can experience. And the most extreme of these, even though it's so extreme we do not want to look at it, we still know kind of what it is, because it is in everyone. Think about that. Also with the good. But it is important to be able to relate to another human being through experiences, through language, through feelings, emotions, but also thoughts and will. Once we can do this, we can actively be creating beautiful moments together. Of course, we need a certain structure. We can't have things constantly dissolve and be new, constantly dissolve and be new, constantly dissolve and be new. No. That's the Luciferic way. We have already a good long structure, and by studying the whole of human history in its spiritual ways, how we have changed, how our perceptions and the way we govern and so on have changed, we can also get to know where we are going. We need the whole picture. The whole picture is important. So, from the Atlantean times to the Indian to the from the Indian to the Persian to the Egypto-Chaldean to the Greco-Roman until this 5th post-Atlantean epoch. And then to the 6th and the 7th. And by getting to know them through spiritual science, you get a certain knowledge that brings a stronger faith, because knowledge strengthens faith. Faith is not something you're having faith here. this is faith and we just believe that. No, no, no. To fill it with knowledge and why we have faith is also important. But that is for every individual one to find out what is important. We are not meant to do everything the same. We are not meant to everyone group up and do the same things just to feel accepted, just to feel as a member of society or something. The thing is, you're a member of the society, either you want it or not. Try to be yourself in this society. Don't lose yourself in this group, but work towards society as individuals. Brings about a certain, you see the picture, individual, many individual capable of critical and self-thinking and have values and morals and ethics and love for the world that makes a small group of hundreds stronger than a group of 10,000 that is sleeping. Because everyone is awake and have built their own understanding. And everyone understands each other in that group. I think this was everything. Yeah. May the Divine and Christ, Michael, and all the Ascended Masters and the hierarchy guide us all on this beautiful path to evolution, love, and hope. Love you all. Goodbye.